Former fashion designer Watson Tan is the owner of one of the top leading model agencies, Upfront Models, in Singapore. After a good 15 years of bringing in more than 500 international and national faces and serving up to 50 peak fashion seasons, Watson shares his experience on turning a natural good looker into a great model.
Whether you're local or foreign, you need to have the right attitude. You need to have the right direction. You know, what you really want. Not just beautiful or good looking. If you want to be a model, I think you really need to want it. You really must be hungry for it. You need to live and breathe and everything about fashion. You need to admire certain supermodels. You need to want it from young. A foreign model, when they go for a casting, they get really upset when they don't get the job. They want it for the right reasons. I think this is a motivation that makes people work. Some of the local boys or girls that I see these days, when they want to be a model, it's usually out of glamour. It's out of, they just want to be popular. They don't really think of a career. So this is a very bad thing when it comes to those who really want it. So they are actually wasting that spot. So I think this is something that's very sad when I see when they are so eager to have it from beginning, but when they get it and they get like one commercial or one show, they just think that that's enough. A real model will travel and do big things like campaigns and walk on the big shows like in New York, in Milan, and Paris.
To become a progressive, fashionable city, the country and its people must recognise that there is no shame in a career as a model, designer or any other fashion-related professional in our economy-driven society.
The local modelling scene here is a little bit small. People in Singapore don't really believe that modelling is a career. I think that's very sad, knowing that the whole world, when they look at models and they take the modeling age, the fashion industry, it's a passport out of poverty. Big countries like Brazil, even America, maybe it's stereotype, maybe it's the way the Singaporeans think, maybe it's the upbringing. Because in China, there are schools for modeling. So when you become a model, the next step is to be a superstar, a Hong Kong artist or a movie artist. But I think all that has to be with the support from the parents, the government, the parents, and then everything will follow. I have a very strong local boy, Zach, and he came with very big dreams. He gave up his law degree to be a model.
I gave it up was because I see that in life I should do something that is of my own passion. I actually approached Upfront and I was rejected during the first try, and I was told that I was too skinny back then. And they gave me about 1 to 2 months to train and to prove to them. But it took me only 2 weeks to prove to them that I got my muscle and it's how badly I really want it to be. And I believe by not giving up, the direction is always there for you to move forward.
I think at these days, some people might find that stupid. But if that boy becomes a campaign boy, it would make it more visible for people to see that it's not just a dream.